All right, well, we are going to go ahead and get started. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Nashville Networking Business Luncheon. So, we do these normally 7 times a month all over Middle Tennessee. And right now, of course, we are doing everything virtual and digital. Hopefully, soon we will get back to all our yummy restaurants in person and get to see each other and hold hands and give hugs in person. Until then, we are doing these virtual. So right here on Zoom and on Facebook every single week, every Thursday and Friday. So we always have a 10 to 15 minute speaker who talks to us about different tips, tricks, ideas, things that can help us both in our personal as well as our business life. And then after that, we're going to go around the room, and everyone, you will have 1 minute to give us your name, what you do for a living, and how we can better refer other people to you. And then we have our virtual business card exchange right here in the chat bar on the right. And then after that, we are gonna, I'm gonna show a quick video about a great tool that you can use in your personal as well as your business life. So we're gonna go ahead and get started and get this recording for our live speaker, and then we will go off the recording and do the rest offline. So welcome, Mr. Dakota Grady. Everybody else, please mute your lines and go ahead, Mr. Grady.
Good morning, everybody. It's Dakota Grady here. Thank you again for inviting me to speak, Lori. According to Career Builder, 78% of Americans living paycheck to paycheck. Are you living paycheck to paycheck? I don't want to welcome you to the Maximize Your Money event. And can you all see my screen? Yes, hello.
No, we just see you
see my
so
screen?
far.
I'm still. All right, give me one moment here. Is it sharing?
No.
All right, give me one moment. Sharing. How about now?
Yes.
Sorry. Yes. Apologize. All right. Sorry about that. So I am Dakota Grady. I want to welcome you all to the Maximize Your Money event. Again, according to a Career Builder, 78% of Americans are struggling financially. So I'm glad you're here, whether you're doing well or you're not doing well. And how does this pertain to your business? Well, we'll talk about that. But before we get started, let me tell you a little about myself. I am from South Carolina. My wife and I have been married for 12 years. I know I don't look that old, but if you want to see my ID after the event, we can do that. 1 of 7, my mom and dad have 7 children. And have you all heard of the Brady Bunch? Well, we're the Grady Bunch because my last name is Grady, go figure. And we grew up in a low income family, and my mom and dad were on welfare. So if you don't know what that is, it's government assistance, handouts. And I love getting food. I love to eat, but I felt so ashamed getting food stamps. And that was one time when my mom and dad took my sister, my brothers, and me over my grandmother's house because our power got disconnected. Maybe you know someone who's gone through that, or maybe that's you right now. Well, I want to let you know that there's hope for you, your family, and hope for all of us right now and during this pandemic. So don't worry, things will get better, but just hold on and hold tight. And if you have a business, this will be helpful for you as well. I have 3 whys why I do this. First is my wife, my daughter, who is 3 years old, Naomi. And my third why is my background. Struggling financially, I don't want people to go through what I went through, so I want to share my message of hope so that people can move forward in good and bad times. So if you're a business owner and you have employees who are worried, well, they're not being productive according to PricewaterhouseCoopers. In fact, 46% of employees say that personal finance is one thing that causes them the most stress. So if your team members coming to you for an advance, what do? Do you give them the advance, or do you say no? Well, I want to help you to not give that person an advance and to be prepared for things that happen in life, because things happen and I want all of us to be prepared. So I'm going to give you 2 tips that are simple, not only for you and your business, but for you personally as well. Because you might have a business and you may be struggling too. That may be a reality. So we've had tornadoes, we have earthquakes in this country, we've had things happen around the world. So no one is exempt from life happening. So how do we maximize our money during this time? First, you need to have a rainy day fund because things happen. Again, in Nashville, we had a tornado recently. Even in Arkansas, there was one. Earthquake in Utah. So need I say more? I encourage you all to have a rainy day fund in place because things are going to happen. According to the Federal Reserve, 39% of Americans don't have a $400 amount to pay for an event that happens that's unexpected. So what if your car starts working? What if you have a job loss? What if you have an emergency surgery? Last January, I had that surgery. I had my appendix removed. I didn't fret. Well, of course I had a surgery, but paying that amount, we paid cash for it. We were ready for the rain. How about you? Are you ready for that surgery, that job loss, that business loss? If you aren't ready, I hope you start today by saving between $500 and $1,500 in a savings account that you can easily access the money. And if you're in business, I encourage you to have 3 to 9 months of expenses because when things happen and you prepare for them and your competitors aren't prepared for them, that's a good time for you to go and knock on the door and say, hey, can I buy your business? So if you're prepared, that positions you to be able to take over your competitors and continue to serve your team members as well as your clients. So you must understand that savings is very important because it is. You must start saving money and start spending money. Because one time I read an article, I don't remember who wrote it, but it said that America had a negative savings rate, which means that we're spending more than we make, which is not good. So I want to encourage you today, start your plan of saving, whether it's for your business or personal. You will handle money personally the same way you handle your money in your business. The same thing. If you struggle handling money personally, you struggle handling money in your business too. So I encourage you, if you need help, get help on your personal finances as well as your business finances as well. So start with the rainy day fund first. Secondly, you need to, do what? A budget. What is a budget? A budget is simply a plan for your money. That's simple. In fact, according to US Bank, only 41% of people do a budget. I am wholeheartedly convinced that people are struggling financially because they don't do a budget. Again, if you don't do a budget, don't have a plan for your money, you won't have any money. It's that simple. If you can do 3 minus 2 weeks of 1, you can do a budget. In fact, if you're struggling in your marriage financially, do a budget. My marriage has been very, very good. One reason why, because of budgeting. Money is an issue in marriages. And if you have a team member who's struggling with their marriage, help them to do a budget, or at least guide them to do a budget, because budgeting helps them communicate with their spouse, gives them a plan so they won't worry, because if they're worried about the finances, they aren't focused on serving their team at work or the clients. So help them do a budget so they can have control of their finances. How do you do a budget? Let me show you how. You budget all your income every month for the rest of your life. And you start with giving, saving, and then paying bills. After that, everything else. But most importantly, prioritize your spending, giving, saving, then pay your bills. And once everything is budgeted, you have everything you earned minus what you budgeted. And in that event, you're saying, all right, it should be zero because you're budgeting everything that you earned. For example, we have earned $4,000 a month in this example here. What if we only budgeted for $2,000? The rest of the money will disappear because you didn't give it a plan. A lady told me once before, she got $5,000 back from a refund for taxes. She said she doesn't know what she did with the money. Why? because she didn't have a plan for her money. That's why. So it doesn't matter how much money you make, 6 figures or minimum wage, everyone needs a budget. That's simple. A guy told me one time that he didn't have any debt, so he didn't need a budget. Not true. Everyone needs a budget. So I want to encourage you, if you are in business or not in business, whether you're an employee or employer, do a budget. Very important. If you want a better marriage, do a budget. Oh, and if you're married, your accountability partner is your spouse. Did I say that? I did. If you're single, get someone to hold you accountable, because when you're held accountable, you're more likely to stay on your budget than if you weren't accountable. My marriage is good because we do a budget together. We communicate our goals as a team, because when you're married, you are a team. You're not just a team at work, you're a team in your marriage too. So make your marriage a priority and do a budget with your spouse every single month for the rest of your life. That's right. And if you're working, whether in business or an employee, you need to have a budget, because if you're going to earn money, channel that money to help you become what you want to become and do what you want to do financially. If you have dreams, hopes, desires, having a budget helps you get there. That's simple. So how do you maximize your money? First, have a rainy day fund in place, because life is going to happen to you. The pandemic, unexpected, totally unexpected. Some people were prepared, some weren't. Doesn't matter where you are, start where you are. If you're not prepared, start today. Get you some savings in the account, $500 to $1,500 right now, if you can. If you can't, once you get back on your feet, get that in place right away. A budget doesn't cost you anything. You can find one online, contact me, I'll get you a copy of it. A budget is vital for your life, in good times and in bad times. Who am I? Dakota Grady. I encourage you all, invite you all to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Also visit my website at dakotagrady.com. I once saw something on the back of a Jeep that said, "One life, live it." Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have one life, so live it. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dakota. And yes, if you're watching here live on social media or on YouTube, join us each week, every Thursday and Friday, right now virtually. And then when we get back locally at Nashville Networking Business Luncheon.com. See you later, everyone. Thank you.